Thrifting Queen is joining us to show us a thing or two about some secondhand shopping.
She walked in the studio and I was like, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Cody's standing by with more.
Oh my goodness. This is Doris Hobbs, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming in. You are fascinating.
Thank you.
Fascinating.
With a capital F.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your journey in vintage. It all started with a hat.
A 1950s pillbox millinery hat.
If we only had a picture of said hat.
Yes, if we only did.
Yeah,
There
look
we
at
go.
that's the hat. Okay,
That
that's
is
the
the
hat.
hat.
And that's what got you on this journey.
Yeah, and you can see my hair was straight back then, so there's a lot of morphing that has happened over that photo. But it started off with just putting that hat on, looking in the mirror, and knowing that's who I want to be, because I believe that we're all created uniquely, and we all need to find our own uniqueness.
Yes.
And for me, I was always struggling trying to figure out what my persona was going to be. But growing up watching 1950s movies with my father and my grandfather, it was just one of those moments where I just idolized those women from the 1950s. Even like my grandmother, and seeing her in her Revlon red lipstick.
Right, right.
And her pearls, and I was just like, I want to be like that. How does that happen? Well, it happens when you're 30. When you get out of your 20s and you get in your 30s and you're like, well, I can't wear the 20s anymore. I can't wear those clothes. So then you just basically try to figure out who you are. And I started shopping at Banana Republic, and that's where you see that red dress in there. That was a Banana Republic red dress. Then I started adding vintage accessories.
Oh.
And then I did the hat, and that was the big step. And then when I did the hat, I was like, the hair doesn't look good with it. So now I need to do the pin curls. So I learned how to do the pin curls. And then, ta-da!
Amazing, amazing. Now, one of the things that I really enjoy, because I read your blog, I really enjoy the fact that it's not just an item, but it's the story about the item that really, like,
yeah, and
makes
even
you
on
go,
my blog, if I can find out from the estate sale the name of the woman, I will put her name by the purse when I put my credits on the bottom. And people say, oh, I've never heard of that designer. I'm like, because that was the woman that owned it. Because I'm paying back to that era. It's an era that's gone by, but it's an era that I want to bring back.
Oh my goodness, look at these pictures. It is
my
like you have
God.
nailed old Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, it is amazing, it is amazing. Do you have a pair of sweatpants?
You know what? I will tell you, I have my sweats, I have one pair. They have love on there because of my brand, Rich in Love. And I love those sweats. And I actually did a YouTube video on my Dose of Doris with the love shirt with rhinestones.
Okay,
Rhinestones.
I would say
I have rhinestones on.
You got to bring it. Now we were just talking about this. Now this clutch right here, this is the Doris.
Yeah, well, this is Doris. It's not played off of ego because when I basically purchased this, I don't have it in there now, but in the pocket here, when I was in the car, like looking at it, I pulled out a paycheck. The paycheck said Doris Gibson, 1957. And had how much she got paid in her hours, and I was like, oh my God, that poor lady. But it was just like, I was just like, oh my God, this was meant for me. This is the Doris clutch.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm going out or something, this is my go-to, and I always say I'm taking the Doris clutch.
I love it. For more information, we've got your website up there so people can peruse that. Next hour, would you stick around and maybe help us with our style?
Yes, and I'll even do a wardrobe change.
Oh, excellent. Wardrobe change as well.
Yes, we love those, right?
Fantastic. So nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in. All right, back to you guys.
Fabulous. Thanks, you two.